Hello and welcome back to Moon Witch Budgets. My name is Michaela and today we are going to be cash stuffing our November paycheck number 1. So let's get all of our stuffs situated. November. Alrighty. So we should have $728 whenever we count all of this money. So let's see what we have here. We have 5, 150, 250, 350, 350, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40. Oh my gosh, look at this 20. Oh, that poor 20. Oh god, it's like half split. Okay, try that again. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. We got 10, 20, 30. Then we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And that is 728. Booyah! Okay, let me fix these ones to go in the right direction. I thought they were all in the same direction, and they are in fact not quite. So give me just a second here. Okay. So you guys are going to be seeing this after my sister gets married, but we are in fact still filming this before she gets married. We went down today to drop off all the decorations and everything. It's getting close. It's getting exciting. Mariah wants to throw up thinking about it because she's so nervous. That's okay though. Alrighty, I'm going to scoot my money. I'm going to move this off to the side, but this is where I'm getting my information from. And then let me show you what... So we went to Silver Dollar City. I have to say that slowly, otherwise it doesn't sound like a word when I say it. Silver Dollar City. It's in Branson, Missouri, and we stopped at the little leather shop that they have here. And look at this cute little coin purse. It doesn't have anything in it. So far, I already filled it up and dumped it out. But look how cute that is. I freaking love it. I got Sienna a blue cat, and I got Mark a Mustang. A wallet with the Mustang on it, because he likes Mustang cars. So, alrighty. So, we're going to start with, looks like our bills. That's what is first in here. So laundry, we skipped laundry because we still have $50 in there, so I definitely don't need to add to it. And then propane, we're going to do $10. Oh, let me get my pen here. I don't even know what day it is today. 11, is it the 12th? We'll say it's the 12th, I'm not really sure. Plus 10, so then we'll have 105 in propane. So let's make sure that we got what we need in there. So we got 50, 70, 90, 105. Alrighty. We already had to fill up some of our tanks, and we're going to try to get a 100-pound tank. That way we don't have to fill them up as much. Alrighty, and then our bank fee, let's do this. Bank fee is going to get $3. 1, 2, and 3. So then now it should have 12. So we have 5, 6, hold on. That says 9. Oh, I rearranged all the cash and did not update the trackers. So this could be interesting. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we have 9. I'm just going to leave it in there like that then. Okay. And then, let's see. Bank fee. Netflix is going to be $4. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then let's see how much we have here. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 in that. And that says we should have 14. So I'm just going to make this correct here. Boop. Like I said, I switched it all around so it would be exactly like one paycheck in front. And some of these had like a little more, a little less. So I switched it all over. Switched it all around there. Okay, and then our phone is going to get $41, so that'll be 2 20s. Oop. And a 1. So then, let's see how much we have. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 81, 82. So that will be enough for our next payment on that. So yeah, so this is gonna have 82. See how that had 123 and I didn't take out the other stuff? Alrighty, and then utilities always get 75, so that's gonna be 50, 20, and then I think I did 5 1 so I could have change. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add that. And looks like we had 70 left over from last payment that we had. So now we have 120, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. So 145. Yep. 145. This one was the one that had a ton of money that I used to kind of separate everything else out. Okay, and then insurance is going to get $58 plus $8. So we'll do 55, 6, 7, 8 plus 8. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's because I have car insurance and I have life insurance that I pay for now. So I just put them all in one envelope. Let's see here. 50. The ones on top. I'm sure there's a better way to organize that, but I have yet to figure that out. So we have 50, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So that's $132. Okay, and then let's see, mark that off. Flex utilities got paid. So then camper is going to get 162. So that's going to be 3 50s, 150, 160, 161, and 162. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so this should be 162 plus 162, I believe, but we'll see. Okay, so 1, and then 10 needs to go behind the ones. Okay, so now I have 50, 100, 152, 253, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 470, 480, 481, 2, 3, 4, 5, 486. Okay, does that sound right? We'll find out. 486. What's... Yeah, that's right. Okay. So that's enough to pay the full balance of the bill and then half of the next check, or half of the next bill. And then this is our buffer, which I never put how much is in here. So we have 50, 20, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 77. I'm gonna cap this off at 100. That way when my utilities are low, I can still have like a buffer if they end up getting higher than what I expected. And then when I have leftover utility, I can put it into my like month ahead binder that way. Okay. This one is nice and fluffy. And then we have our wallet. So we'll start with that. So since this is the last paycheck before the wedding, all the extra money that I have left over is going to the wedding. And then we'll go back to our regularly scheduled like extra things like the savings challenges and stuff. So food is going to get 150. So I did 150 and 520. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And we have no rollover. I spent most of it. I had $2 left over in health, but there was like a homeless person and I gave it to them. So I have no leftover money. That's okay though. And then gas has 80, so that would be 420. So 20, 40, 60, 80. I don't know why the bank hands out like really bad money. Like, why don't they just keep that? Oh, speaking of the bank, they're not making pennies anymore. Did you guys see that? I'm sure pennies will last forever and ever, but it'd be interesting to see who has like the last penny. Okay, and then TP is going to get 25. That's just for like household stuff like toilet paper, laundry soap, paper towels, stuff like that. Cleaning supplies. Ignore the hair. They're everywhere. Okay, and pet spending is also going to get 25. My cat has started climbing trees. She climbed a tree that was like 10 feet in the air and we had to get a ladder and get her down. And then today when I was driving home, she jumped out of a tree and like sprinted across the yard because she thought she was in trouble, I'm assuming. I don't know why she's doing that all of a sudden. Okay, and then health is going to get 25. Do you guys have cats that jump in trees? Is that like a normal cat thing? At first I thought she like got scared to go in one, but the first time she went in a tree, she literally just like hugged the tree and scooted up the tree. With like unprompted, just out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, my cat is in a tree, great. But it was like a tiny little one, and now she's going for like the 10-foot tall trees, and I don't like that. Okay, so with the wedding, we have $62. So flip that here. We'll do 50, 60, 2. And then this, I'm pretty much going to have to just take to the bank. Let's see how much we have in here. I spent some on credit cards, so I need to pay that back. I still have some in SoFi too, so I'll be switching that over as well. Okay, so in wedding we have 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, and $69. And that's all pretty much going to be going back to the bank. And let's do, speaking of back to the bank, let's take the bills that I need. So it looks like we need camper for $324, and then we need Netflix for $8. So let's go back in here and grab that real quick. Subscriptions, that's Netflix. Okay, so Netflix gets $8, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, and then there's 4 left. So I think we are like a paycheck ahead. Like half a payment ahead, basically. So we'll do 11, 12, minus 8 equals $4 left. And then we gotta go back to camper. And we already did the math, so this is gonna be minus 324, and that leaves us 162, which is a half payment as well. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, get that back in the bank. It's nice to be like one paycheck ahead in the bills, because I had one, not this paycheck, but the one last time, it didn't go through in my account until Thursday afternoon instead of Wednesday, and I had a bill that was due on the day I was supposed to get paid. So with it being a paycheck ahead, I have that covered basically. So that's nice. Okay, so we got all of our cash that we need to take back to the bank. Get that. I just stick it back here in this little slot. And then when I drive by, I go stick it in there. Okay, so that is everything for the cash stuffing. If you want to stick around for like a couple more minutes, I updated my goals trackers. So give me just a second to grab those real quick. Sorry you all got jiggled, my bad. Okay, so going over this, and remember these are like my 2026 goals. I'm just starting them now because why not? So I had to do car repairs. It actually was like $900 something, but I spent the money I had in my car section, in my car savings, and then I also had to dip into my emergency fund. So now we're at $616.40. So we are not all the way here yet. I'm just going to wait until we get back here before I start coloring. I'm not going to like X out anything. I'm just going to have to wait. But yeah, it went from 45 squares colored to 20. And I was like, dang, that's so much. And then we haven't finished any Christmas challenges yet. So we have not added a Christmas for 2026. For my car loan, I paid 2 payments in October and then the one for this paycheck in November. So that is a total of $300 paid, and that is 8 spaces taken up. And then our camper loan, so this is the payment in October. This is the payment that I'll be making tonight. And so we've paid off a total of $647.03. And then that is 3 squares, because each square is $186. I don't account for interest in this. My camper loan does have interest, but we're not paying it off this year in 2026. I just want to see how close we can get to it by the end of the year, if that makes sense. So I'm not accounting for interest. This is just what the payment or what the amount on the loan was on October 1st of this year. I'll recalculate it at the end of 2026 for 2027. Okay, and then this is our overall debt. So this is our October payments, and then this is our November payments so far. So we had that last payment in October, plus the first one in November, and then our camper payment. So that's an extra $524 that went to debt. And since October 1st, we've paid $947.03 to debt. So that let us do 5 more spaces. So we're now up to 8 spaces colored. And each space is $110. And I'm not really doing tracking for college because I have to save it and then I have to pay it. Then I have to save it and I have to pay it. So that we're not really doing anymore. So that is my progress. Thanks for sticking with me. Again, we're not going to do a savings challenge book this week just because my extra money went to the wedding. But my next paycheck, we should be going strong back to what we were doing beforehand. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And then let me know if you guys want to hear a story time of the wedding. I'm sure it'll be fun and a lot of stories to tell from it. So, all right. Bye.